Hello and welcome to SteveJones313's 10 question video mem with 12 questions. Yes, I'm SteveJones313, also known as Stephen Caulfield, and just before we start, a couple of things. First of all, you may have noticed, well, that. Yeah, it's a bath. Essentially, we're getting the bathroom renovated, and we haven't been able to install the bathroom yet because the tiling hasn't been done. So in the meantime, as I'm the guy with the biggest room, yeah, we're keeping the bath in my room. Yeah. Sorry. Also, sorry for the bit of the dishevelled look. Haven't really had much of a chance to stylize, whatever. However, I am here to answer 12 of your questions, originally 10, that you've asked me. Some related to my art, some related to just complete random freaking nature, and some which are just, well, plain weird. But I'm going to do my best to answer them for you, so let's get cracking with question number 1.
S. Wolf asks, you have to get rid of $2,250,000 in just 24 hours. How do you do it?
$2.25 million in British, I've actually looked this up, is £1,355,993.49. So what I would do is, first of all, I would pay off all my debts, which is about, we'll round it up to £3,000. I pay off my parents, which will probably be between 10 and 25 or something like that. Then I would give some money to my closest friends, which are AJ, Kelly, Mitchie, and Kai. I would also give, I would also give money to my girlfriend Etta, who's over in America. Basically, give them quite a substantial amount. I mean, what, about 100,000 each, something like that. What else to do with it? I would buy myself a PS3 because I haven't got one. We've got an Xbox 360, which we just got a couple of days ago. I would probably buy myself a new wardrobe. The clothes, not physical wardrobe itself. Buy myself a new bed because I love that one, but it's made of wood, so it breaks easily. So I'll probably get a stronger one. New curtains, because as you can see, I feckin' need them. Actually, to be honest with you, because I can't put it in a bank because I have to get rid of it, so it has to go. So what else would I do? I would probably have to. I would definitely give some to Akeem, good friend of mine, my cousin, by some complicated marriage. I can't remember quite how. I'd give my two brothers some money. They could do what the hell they want with it, not my problem. What else? Oh yes. Can't do it. Yes, Crackett. He's another guy that's got to get some money off me. Simply because he's been there quite a while. We're not as close as we used to be, but I'd give him some money. At this point, I'm reckoning I've got about 400 grand left. So with 400 grand, what else could I do? Well, buy steaks. I know, steaks, Jack Daniels. Yeah, Jack Daniels and steaks could be. Throw a party. That's what I can do. I'll throw a huge feck off party, and I'll become super popular. And also, I would. Yes, something I can do. I would give the rest of the money to AJ, who would hold it safe for us. After 24 hours, technically the money's gone, and then AJ would just give me, 200 grand back. See, super, everything's fine, sorted out. That's the question answered. Next question!
Big Little Mermaid asks, what is the hardest song or poem you've ever written?
The hardest, in terms of emotionally, the hardest, it was definitely Last of the Zodiacs and Remembering a Friend. Remembering a Friend was about a specific friend of mine called Matt, who died in America after an accident while he was over there with his girlfriend. And Last of the Zodiacs is a kind of a fairy tale way of looking at the group of friends that me and Matt were a part of, who are unfortunately no longer with us, and I happen to be kind of like the last one standing of them. Yeah, it's a terrible shame, but it happens. And for me, whilst it was hard to write, I kind of needed that emotional let out. So it was an easy song to write in terms of difficulty. but in terms of actually being able to write it, it was hard for me to write. Now, if we're talking about complexity, as in songs which are difficult to write for, Permit Me to Dream was a song that was rather difficult to write because there was a music to it and you had to make it fit, and it's actually a song which is harder to sing than it is to write, but I was trying to get it to work within the time because I'll admit I used a piano score which already existed called True Love. I think, I could be wrong though, because when I had it, it was credited to Vanessa May, but I could be very, very wrong. The song itself, you know, permit me to dream again, allow me to imagine you and me together once again, which itself sounds quite easy, but then you get very complicated, you get to complicated territory when you try to fit quite a few syllables in like that space. So it can get difficult, but that was difficult to write because I was trying to get it to fit into this score which is already existing. I do want to learn to play piano and write music so I can create my own score, so I'm not limited to that. It's one of two songs which I've written which have actually been written to a score which already exists. The other ones is kind of like a tune I've got in my head but I can't write down or play. Because most of my songs actually have a tune already in my head for it, or melody if you want to use the exact term. Another song which was hard to write is, ironically, it was a song I wrote for the person that asked this question, Pink Little Mermaid, Kelly. It was a commission she'd asked for. She didn't really mind what it was about, but it was basically for her birthday. I offered her a free commission for her birthday. So I wrote a love song for her and her boyfriend. I think it's called For You and Your Lover, or For You and Your Love. Hate myself for not remembering it. But yeah, basically, that was hard to write because, again, there was a score already existing, so there was a bit of editing going on, and plus that was about trying to get the right tone as well. So that was probably, yeah, those two are the most difficult to write in terms of complexity. In terms of emotionally, it was Last of the Zodiacs and Ode to a Friend, for the To a Lost Friend. So, on that delightful note, next question!
Miss Toadpaz asks, if you had to kill one person, who would you kill and how would you go about it?
Whoever's currently the head of the KKK, because they fucking deserve it.
Lone S. Wolf asks, what are your goals that you wish to achieve by the end of 2009?
Get a job, pay off debts, learn to drive, or at least start learning how to drive, and lose at least 2 stone. Those are my major goals for before the end of 2009.
Dora Clips asks, what is your favourite dessert, where would be the best place to eat it, and with whom would you eat it?
Hot chocolate fudge cake with lovely pouring cream. Eat it with Etta, my lovely girlfriend, and would probably eat it at a restaurant, but just so we can simply order more wine and champagne, because, let's face it, when you're out, you're gonna have a drink. Well, anyway, that is it for this part of the video. Because I ramble on too much, I have to split this between 2 videos, because YouTube only allows for a 10-minute time limit. So join us for part 2, where I'll be answering 7 more questions. So until then, until next time.